Allesandro Volta was born in Como, Italy, February 18, 1745. He didn't talk until he was 4 years old, which made his family think he was slightly stupid. He was homeschooled by his uncle until he began attending Joy Street School at 12 years old. He took a great interest in Latin, French, English, and German, and also, of course, sciences, and especially electric. In 1763, when he was 18 years old, he was bold enough to write to Jean Anne Twain in Paris and Gambista Beccaria in Turin, two of the leading physicists in the world at that time. Beccaria didn't respond well to Alessandro's work and encouraged him to experiment more. While doing his research, he kept sending Beccaria copies of all his stuff he learned. After years of work, he finally published his research called On the Attractive Force of the Electric Fire. Sadly, he later found out that some of his discoveries were already discovered. Like, him and Christopher Columbus could have been great friends, just discovering things that are already discovered. Like, oh my god, come look at my new invention. I call it a dog nut. And Christopher is like, it's beautiful. And then in 1778, he invented something that would change the course of history forever. He discovered the electrical potential we now call volts. But also during this time lived a man called Luigi Galvani. Luigi was a specialist in anatomy, and being the weirdo that he is, one day he noticed that when he pokes a dead frog's leg with a piece of metal, as one does, it moves, which resulted in a lady called Mary Shelley writing a worldwide best-selling phenomenon called Frankenstein that had over 54 film renditions of it, and God knows how many plays, books, comics, games, and toys. Enter Volta. Now, he read Luigi's research and was like, this doesn't seem right. So he took matters into his own hands and conducted his own series of experiments, in which he concluded that Luigi's animal electricity was just normal electricity, and that the frog legs were just conducting them by using two different types of metals, often silver and zinc. He continued to research electricity and metals and found that he could make even stronger currents by pairing them up and topping them with a piece of wet card. Thus the first electric battery was born. Until finally, at the age of 74, Volta decided that it was time to retire, close to his hometown of Como, with his wife, Maria Teresa, and their 3 children, until his death on March 5th, 1827.